Greetings and happy holidays to everyone. Due to the situation with COVID-19, we cannot have our original Powell Christmas dinner. So I'm here just to share you a little bit of history regarding the origin of the Powell Christmas dinner. I'm Bernadine Whitehurst, the daughter of Bernice Powell, and I am the 18th grandchild. We are the descendants of Ezra and Annabelle Powell, affectionately known to each other as Han and Darling, and in the later years as Loma and Bapa. Seeking a better existence that allowed them in the Jim Crow South, they left family and friends in Eutaw, Alabama, to arrive in Chicago in the cold, harsh winter of 1927. Ezra came with a third-grade education, a devoted wife who trusted God, a growing family of 6, and an intense desire to instill and maintain family unity at all costs. Always at the forefront of this dream was the simplistic teaching of his father-in-law, Big Papa. They may have arrived with empty arms, but certainly not empty heads. Throughout their lives, their love and their faith in God became the driving force and cornerstone of the foundation that they were creating. And as you can imagine, the life in Chicago was difficult and presented a vast contrast from a father from Alabama. Certainly not the faint of heart. The depression, coupled with insufficient funds, a lack of trade, made providing food and a safe haven a monumental challenge. Ezra realized to offset the temptations his children would encounter, he had to formalize and strengthen his growing family unit. With inspiration from his eldest daughter, Ruby, and under the tutelage of Pastor Moses Walker, mandatory church attendance became one of the most important factors in building his family bond. In addition to regular church service, a day was set aside for informal family worship. This began the Monday night prayer. With regular attendance for the family and growing youngsters, Ezra and Annabelle outgrew this space, realizing that there was not enough room for everyone to kneel in. And with this important decision, he went to God for guidance. He had the older children fast an entire day, the younger children to fast a half a day. And one day as he was going to the bank, he went to a gentleman and asked him, "Do you happen to know any apartments?" And the gentleman said, "Yes, I do." And that began their residence at 1033 Blue Island. For the next 7 years, this was the home for Ruby, Ezra Jr., Gussie, Dolores, Annabelle, Bernice, Virginia, Charleston, Sam, John, and Shirley. Can you imagine a house that housed 13 people, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, coal heat, and until the 1940s, hot water was obtained from a small stove in the kitchen. Pans caught water from the leaky roof in the kitchen in the middle of their bed. These are the conditions that Ezra demonstrated leadership as the head of the household without complaining. He was a stern taskmaster, a disciplinarian. He commanded respect and supplied unwavering love. Ezra and Annabelle encouraged their children to think for themselves, strive to be the best that they could be, and with faith in God, nothing was impossible. He had a strong, intense integrity and honor were the tools that he imparted on a daily basis. These teachings were shared with all who crossed their threshold. At this dwelling, Monday night service flourished, whereby the prayers became legendary. Occasionally in Ezra's absence, Sister Powell headed the service with her unique way of ministry of faith and trust. Other friends and neighbors sought to come for prayer and strength through the Monday night prayer. This was the home which hosts the birth of the next generation of Ezra and Annabelle. Well, the family expanded and the older children married, destined to carve out their own lives. As a means to stay connected, Ezra and Annabelle requested that we continue to have regular gatherings, particularly at holidays. There were family picnics, barbecues with fireworks, homemade ice cream, and as enjoyable as these festivities were, none were as much joyous as the Christmas dinner, which had grown to include in-laws, old and new friends. A simple tradition was born in a small apartment and grew to become the yearly celebration we still enjoy today. Throughout the years, this annual dinner has seen many transformations. We have changed locations. Ironically, we have changed to the location now on 80th and LaSalle, which began in 1959 when my Uncle Sam was very personal and bought the property for our parents, our grandparents, and this home. Throughout the years, with tears lapping under his chin, Ezra's steadfast prayers was always for the salvation of his children. He would always pray, "I'm praying for my children's children's children, and even the unborn seed." Although their extraordinary journey may never become a PBS special, their amazing feat should be a blueprint for our descendants. As evident of this slideshow, we have created everlasting memories for the future generations. We hope will always continue to be the mainstay of this celebration. Most importantly, as we continue to evolve, the one consistent spirit of the timeless celebration is to honor our grandparents, some of you, your great-grandparents, Ezra and Annabelle's dream of love and togetherness. You see, who they were has contributed to who you are. Their vision is your legacy. What you do with it is up to you. Finally, we would be remiss if we do not honor those who have shared the memories with us, those who have gone too soon, but are not forgotten. Finally, I hope you enjoy this slideshow that we have prepared for you. I want to thank my Christmas 2020 committee, my Uncle Sam, my mother Bernice, Aunt Charlestine, my cousins Gwen and Raynard. Thank you to all my cousins who've been so kind to send me pictures, and a special shout out to Linda, who was first in doing it. So from me to you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless.
"'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
Bye.